The River Thames, a vital waterway that cuts through London, has long been a symbol of life, commerce, and culture. However, a new study has uncovered a much darker side of its history. Archaeologists have traced human remains recovered from the river back to at least the Bronze Age, revealing a centuries-old practice of body disposal, perhaps tied to burial rituals, violence, or even an early form of crime. The research, led by a team of British archaeologists, analyzed dozens of human remains unearthed from the banks and waters of the Thames over several years. These findings suggest that people have been using the river as a final resting place for bodies since ancient times, with evidence dating back as far as 1000 BCE. The study found that the earliest remains discovered in the Thames date to the Bronze Age, indicating that the practice of using the river for body disposal was not a modern phenomenon, but something ingrained in human history for thousands of years. Experts suggest that the river might have been seen as a boundary between the living and the dead, a place where spirits could travel to the afterlife, or perhaps even a site of purification. However, the findings are not just spiritual. Some of the human remains showed signs of trauma, indicating that the individuals had been violently killed before being dumped into the river. This suggests that, for some, the Thames may have served as a place to dispose of murder victims or others who met untimely and violent deaths. Historically, rivers have been associated with various ritualistic practices, from offerings to gods to the symbolic crossing into the afterlife. The study theorizes that some of the bodies found in the river could have been part of burial rituals, where water was thought to cleanse or ferry souls to the next world. Experts point to similar practices in other ancient cultures where water burial was seen as a sacred or significant event. The remains, many of which were disarticulated or mutilated, suggest that these individuals may not have been accorded the same respect as traditional burials, but were instead treated as castaways or victims. Beyond ritual, some of the human remains recovered from the Thames show clear signs of violence. Archaeologists found skulls with blunt force trauma, broken bones, and marks that could be consistent with stabbings or other forms of injury. These discoveries hint that some individuals may have been discarded in the river after meeting a violent end, possibly as a means to conceal crime or punishment. This revelation is particularly striking when considered in the context of London's long history of crime and punishment. Throughout the centuries, the Thames has witnessed numerous murders, executions, and violent events. The practice of using the river as a dumping ground for bodies could be seen as an early form of criminal concealment, or a response to a lack of other means of disposal. The study of human remains from the Thames offers a tantalizing glimpse into the mysterious practices of ancient and medieval Londoners. However, it also raises many questions that researchers are still working to answer. What prompted these ancient peoples to dispose of bodies in the river? Was it ritual, crime, or a mix of both? And how did such practices evolve over time? The findings also highlight the ongoing importance of the Thames as an archaeological resource. In addition to its role as a source of drinking water and trade, the river is an invaluable repository of history, preserving ancient secrets that might otherwise have been lost to time. As researchers continue to study the remains found in the river, they hope to uncover more about the lives and deaths of the people who lived along the Thames. The dark history of the river may, in fact, be more complex and ancient than anyone could have anticipated. Hope you enjoyed this video. What are your thoughts? Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more historical mysteries.